If you're a Kobe 8, 9, or 11 fan, good news for you. What is up and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a updated performance review on the Player1 by Series Player Only. I already filmed an initial performance review with my brother, so if you haven't watched that video, I would suggest watching that video before watching this video. And this is going to be a follow-up on that. All right, full disclosure before we jump into the performance review, they did send over this pair in the sea salt colorway to me, as well as their new drop-in support midsoles. So just wanted to let you know that before we start with the review. To summarize my thoughts really quick from my initial review, I really like the shoe, very lightweight, traction is awesome, but there is room for improvement in terms of fit. So I felt that they felt a little bit too small. And the cushion, I did not like the strength drop-in midsole as much, because there wasn't as much impact protection in the forefoot in my opinion. So a little bit too much court feel for me, especially when playing volleyball. But good news, this new support drop-in midsole pretty much solves those two issues. So let's start with the fit. Like I said, going true to size, I wear a 9.5, was a little too small. So in the sea salt colorway, I requested a 10, so going up half a size. And these felt a lot better. I didn't have any issues with the front of my toe feeling like they were getting squished or pushed up against from the front of the shoe. So that solved that problem with the default strength midsole. So one thing to note about these is the front of the midsole right here, drop-in, you can see curves up. So there's a little bit more material at the front of the drop-in midsole, which is what was causing the fit to be a little bit off when you go true to size. However, when we go to the support midsole, right here, updated, that extra material is no longer there in the front. That being the case, when I played with the support midsole in a 10, I thought there was a little bit too much room. So it felt like they compensated with the fit in the midsole. So if you like the support midsole, which, spoiler alert, I do, then I would actually suggest going true to size, because now you don't have that extra material causing it to feel a little bit too small. So that is kind of where my thoughts are. If you want to go with the support midsole, this one, which I recommend you do, then you should go true to size actually. And that's what I did. So I ended up switching my size 10 support midsole into my 9.5 shoes, and they felt a lot better. Albeit these are going to be a half size too big, but even with that half size too big in the midsole, they felt a lot better than the true to size strength midsole. So those are kind of my thoughts regarding the update on fit. So if you like more court feel and you don't plan to upgrade to the support midsole, which is $30 extra, then I would suggest, go up half a size. In my case, get a 10 and don't get another midsole. But I don't think you should do that. If you end up getting a pair or wanting to get a pair, you should definitely get the support midsole, because these are a lot better in my opinion. And then just go true to size. All right, that is my thoughts on fit. All right, on to the second part, the cushioning, which was one of my critiques from my initial performance review. I don't know if they use a different cushion in this pair or a different foam, but this cushion on top, the one that you actually step on, feels a lot bouncier, a lot more cushion, and a lot more plush than whatever is in the strength drop-in midsole. And I don't know if that's a different density, maybe the same foam, different foam, but this feels way better than this, step-in comfort-wise. And then based on like overall cushioning in general, I really like this foam. I don't know why it's not the same foam as their strength, but this is a serious upgrade in my opinion. Worth the extra $30. If you're gonna plan to get these shoes, you might as well get these drop-in midsoles. So one other thing to note is these are a little bit thicker height-wise than the strength default drop-in midsole. So it's going to alter the fit a little bit, but not too much. I do like it more snug, so no problems for me, but you will sit higher off the footbed if you do choose to go with the support midsoles. So again, highly recommend this $30 upgrade if you plan to get these shoes. Like I said earlier, if you get this cushion set up, you should go true to size. So that's kind of annoying. I wish you didn't have to do the whole If you get this midsole, go up half a size. If you get this midsole, stay true to size, because that can get really annoying. But those are my thoughts. I was very close to buying a 9.5 drop-in midsole so I could put it in here, but I'm okay with the half size bigger midsole in the true to size shoe because that still works for me. In summary, shoe performs even better now because the fit is more fine-tuned and the cushioning is a lot better. So, shout out to Serious Player Only for making those updates, really taking back feedback from the people who are testing them and buying the shoes so that they can keep iterating. I know they already have different models in the works that they're testing, so really cool to see that. Our testers uploaded a updated video about that, so really like where this brand is going, and yeah, very exciting stuff. All right, that is the Player 1. Okay, there's going to be another camp, which is all you Kobe heads, including myself, so I will remove the shoes. And you can see we have 3 pairs of older model Kobes. We have the Kobe 8 here, not mine, these are my brother's, but I got to rent them and try them out. My Kobe 9s here that I Nike ID'd back in 2014. I really like this shoe, a lot of sentimental value because this was like the first shoe I bought with money from my first internship, so with my own money. And then these are mine, gifted from my brother, Kobe 11s. All right, what do these all have in common? They all have drop-in midsole. So here, Lunar Lawn from my Kobe 9, and a very common thing that happens with this is it bottoms out. So you're gonna have a lot of court feel, not a lot of cushion, so I stopped wearing these. But as many of you know, this traction pattern is like, some say the greatest traction of all time. And I might agree with that. So Kobe 9, Kobe 8, never played in them until recently. My brother let me try these out. Also, drop-in midsole. Also, Lunar Lawn. Also, bottoms out. So that is bad news because same issues as the Kobe 9, as the Kobe 8. Moving on to the Kobe 11, we also have Lunar Lawn. A little bit updated design, so they have like this waffle pattern in the forefoot, and they have zoom in the heel, which I don't really care for, but in the forefoot at least, it's going to bottom out as well, or more likely. This does seem a little bit more substantial than the Kobe 9 and Kobe 8 drop-in midsoles, so I'll give them that. But to be honest, I don't really play in the 11s too much because the traction pattern just wasn't that great. I find myself slipping in the shoe a lot, so man, I really wish I did a better job there because other than that, everything else about the shoe, I really like. All right, insert the Support midsoles from Serious Player Only for $30. So if you don't want to get the shoes, but you have Kobe's that still have traction, the upper is not bad, you can still play them, but your midsole has bottomed out, well, you can revive your old Kobe's by buying this midsole. And I played in both of these pairs and they felt really good. But you're gonna have the same issue where like, okay, let's take the Kobe 8 midsole and this is the Serious Player Only Support midsole. This is still a lot thicker height-wise than this. So it will make the shoe a little bit more snug if you do replace your old midsole with the new midsole. I actually liked it better because I felt like this gave me too much room. So this fit felt great. Similarly, my Kobe 9 midsole, also a little bit thinner than this. So this will also make your fit a little bit more snug, but that was fine with me. And they also felt really good. So great news. If you have old Kobe's that you no longer wear because the drop-in midsoles are bottom out or not good anymore, well, problem solved. So I would highly recommend you buying a pair of these drop-in midsoles to revive any old shoes that you no longer wear because the cushioning sucks. I haven't tried them with the GT Cuts because I don't have a pair that was also a rental for my brother, but for most drop-in midsole shoes, you can replace those dead midsoles with some new ones for $30. That is a great price. I know they have a third midsole that they're supposed to come out with, which is Quick. Not sure what that looks like entirely, but I think it's all going to be the same material. So we'll see if I end up getting to test those out. But the great news is there are options that you can mix and match. And it's easier for me to recommend this shoe after trying the Support midsoles because I think it makes the shoe a lot better. Sorry if I was all over the place. We got a bunch of shoes here, a bunch of drop-in midsoles here. And yeah, it took me a while to kind of test all the combinations of which midsole to put in which shoe. How does the sizing change? You know, how does it feel? And can I use these midsoles for my older shoes? The answer is yes. And you definitely should, especially if you really enjoyed these. I really like the Kobe 8s. This is my first time playing the Kobe 8s. So, you know, they're supposed to Pro Show them this year. So I don't know if they're going to stick with Lunarlon, maybe drop React midsole in there. But either way, you can probably get pretty good performance if you end up getting the Support midsole by Serious Player Only. So that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.